Full disclosure, everything that I am about to say is my opinion and my opinion only. It is not based on anybody else's words, thoughts, any conversations or anything like that. Okay. I say that because two of my former players played at Mississippi State under Ben Howland, who is now on the outs with that program. Okay. Uh, and for those y'all that might not know, that was Quindary Weatherspoon and Nick Weatherspoon. I was their assistant coach during Quindary's senior year at Velma Jackson High School in Camden, Mississippi. And I was Nick's assistant coach for his sophomore, junior, and senior seasons at that same school. Okay. But everything I'm saying comes from me. And I'm telling you this: Ben Howland could recruit, but his ass could not coach up there at Mississippi State. Okay. He could recruit his ass off. All right. During his time there, he had 3 top 25 recruiting classes. Okay. 2015, they were number 22. Okay. And now some of those recruits were the previous coaches. I think his name was Rick Ray. But he still had to retain those guys and everything. Okay. And I think he might have slid in 1 or 2 guys, something like that. That next year was all him, 2016. And they had the number 10 recruiting class. Mississippi State, a football school in a football state, had the number 10 recruiting class in the country. Okay. He had 6 4-stars in that class. 6. Okay. In 2018, Mississippi State had the number 16 recruiting class. Okay. Let's look at these guys individually. All right. He had Malik Newman. Ever heard of him? Those of y'all that fuck with Mississippi basketball, y'all heard of him. After his high school career here, he was in all the GOAT talks for Mississippi basketball. Still really is in those GOAT talks for what he did just in high school. It was amazing. Okay. His resume for high school basketball was amazing. He was the number 1 shooting guard in the country. In the country. Okay. He went to Mississippi State. He's really the biggest recruit to ever actually play there because I know in the past, Monte Ellis, he was going to go there, but y'all know Monte went straight to the league. Same thing with Travis Outlaw. He was going to go to Mississippi State, but he went straight to the league as well. All right, some of my young boys watching this, they going to have something to say because Travis Outlaw dunked on my ass at a fucking AAU event that my high school coach, took our regular freshman and sophomore players to a damn AAU event. And Travis Outlaw got my ass. I was up there with him, but that motherfucker 6'9", boom! Motherfuckers went crazy. Yeah, he took his ass straight to the league. Okay. He didn't go to state. So Malik Newman, biggest guy they had to go there. And it went left. Okay. My young boy, Nick Weatherspoon. Now, and this my source is 24/7 Sports, by the way. Now, 24/7 Sports had Nick listed as a 4-star, but many publications at that time had him as a 5-star. He was going to these motherfucking camps that some of y'all favorite players were. He was busting their motherfucking ass. Okay. But they listed him as a 4-star. Reggie Perry, he was a 4-star power forward. I've seen some sites list him as a 5-star for that time. Okay. Snyder Harrod was a 4-star center. Mario Kegler, 4-star small forward. Again, those y'all from Mississippi, y'all remember him over there at Callaway. Robert Woodard, 4-star small forward. Again, y'all from Mississippi, y'all remember him from Columbus. He got player of the year. Devin Smith, 4-star guard. Eli Wright, 4-star guard. Lamar Peters, 4-star guard, and some of the best handles I've seen live from a college player. My God, that young man used to have the ball on a string. Okay, DJ Stewart, 4-star shooting guard. Cameron Carter, 4-star shooting guard. My other young boy, Quindary Weatherspoon, 4-star shooting guard. And really, Rick Ray recruited him. Okay, Bud Howland, retainer, you know what I'm saying? And Eric Holman, 4-star power forward. Elias King, 4-star small forward. Had hella talent at Mississippi State. Hella talent. One tournament appearance to show for it. He brought him in. See, what I gathered from being Ben Howland that he's excellent at getting these boosters to open up them checkbooks and allow him to do what he needs to do to market the program, build a program, attract recruits. Seems like he has ties to the league. I saw him on some documentary. Me and my young boys were watching. We were on a road. I was still coaching. We were on the road somewhere. And we were watching a documentary about the AAU and all that kind of shit. And hell, there was Ben Howland in it. And when from his UCLA days. I said, look at this motherfucker. So he knows how to make the right connection. He'll get you in there. But he just didn't coach him up. Especially his guards, in my opinion. Again, it's my opinion based on me watching the motherfucking game and knowing the game. Okay? Malik Newman, he got dinged up a little bit while he was there. But anybody that knows Malik Newman, you watch Malik Newman play, you know Malik Newman is a volume shooter. You don't stick Malik Newman in no damn corner and make him no catch and shoot guy. He's a volume shooter. You put him to put the ball in his hands, and he's a scoring point guard, as we were. And we came there to be he went there to be one and done. And with what he did in high school alone, should have been able to be one and done if used properly. My young boy, Nick Weatherspoon, without a doubt, had the talent to be one and done. Had the talent. This boy was getting recruited by Kansas and North Carolina. This motherfucker had a deadly mid-range jumper. That bitch was stupid wet. And you had to respect the drive because he was so uber athletic. Okay? Kind of like young Westbrook before he lost his confidence in his jumping, his touch, and everything like that. This boy was like that. Matter of fact, when they were recruiting him, that's what they trying to sell him on, Russell Westbrook, because Ben Howland had coached Russell Westbrook in UCLA. But he didn't use my boy like Russell Westbrook plays in the league. He didn't use my boy like that. And shit, you can argue that he misused Russell Westbrook when he was out there. Russell Westbrook was on the goddamn bench his first year out there at UCLA. And anybody with eye can see Russell Westbrook a freak of nature. Young Russell Westbrook. Getting up and down, jumping out the gym, and some folks want to say, well, he was right to start Collison over him. What? Hey. One guy's a future first ballot Hall of Famer, no matter what motherfuckers saying about him right now while he plays along with LeBron James. Come on, man. This is a man that's led the league in scoring. This is a man who has like 4 assist titles. This is a man got over 23,000 points in the league. Okay. My young boy was supposed to be able to do some of those things that you saw younger Westbrook do. Get up and down the court. Stout guard. Use athleticism. Get him in some pick and rolls. Let him make some decisions. Had a stupid step back jumper, knew how to create space. He wasn't able to do any of that. Basically put shackles on the man game. Another guard. Like I said, Lamar Peters. Type in Lamar Peters on YouTube and go look at that boy. Left hand kid. I think he's from like New Orleans or something. He from somewhere in Louisiana. I met his ass. He got to be from down in NO, you know what I'm saying? Or near it. You know what I'm saying? He got that value, he talk like that near there. But that motherfucker got a tap. He he tapped that bitch. He used to have folk dancing. You gotta get him involved in all kind of ball screens and all kind of situations to utilize that shit to break down the defense and just set up easy opportunities for your team. I'm gonna take full advantage of that. I'm gonna take full advantage of that. My young boy Quindary, who is on a two-way contract with the Golden State Warriors right now. Hell, he wasn't even playing his freshman year. You barely playing the man. And now we see what he's doing. What he's doing now had always been in him. Always. That I remember we were sitting. Well, we opened up the gym. They asked me to open up the gym for them. So I opened up the gym. They were in there getting a run. And that motherfucker, he clamped up his brother and anybody else in there. I said, boy, if you commit to defense, you can be clamped. He's so fucking long. And that 6'4", 6'5", you know what I'm saying, moves his feet very well. And I be damn, y'all see what he's doing right now? You got a first ballot Hall of Famer like Klay Thompson advocating for this man and talking about this man's defense got him ready to come back. That's been in this man. But offensively, shit, it was hard to see how he grew from the time he was in high school through college. You know what I'm saying? Like what was being added to his game? How was he being developed? He ended up being their leading scorer for a couple seasons, if not 3 seasons. Might have been his sophomore, junior, and senior season. I would have to double check on that, but he ended up being the best player. But still, it was hard to see how his offensive game grew. And, you know, I'm thankful that he's able to. He got drafted in the second round. He's been able to grind things out in the G League, and he came up in the Spurs organization. They had him on a two-way, and like I said, now he's getting with the Warriors. But y'all see what I'm saying? It's just like the development there. It seemed like it was lacking, especially with guards. Whenever a team would run a zone versus Mississippi State, my God, it was a wrap. Especially some of those Ole Miss versus Mississippi State games. Them boys pull out a damn zone on them shit. It was a wrap. They were lost. You know what I'm saying? It was tough. So it was a far cry from what I personally expected, you know. Going back to those years at UCLA, we made 3 Final Four appearances. You know, it's not like I went back and dissected the tape, you know what I'm saying? I just remember, I said, oh yeah, that's the guy from out there, woo woo. But then you get a chance to see, how you make those 3 Final Four appearances coaching like this? Well, when you take a look at his rosters out there, like I said, he had talent at Mississippi State. Probably in a 7-year stretch, some of the best recruiting classes probably Mississippi State has ever had. You know what I'm saying? If you go look up on 24/7 Sports, if you go look up Mississippi State like all-time recruits, you go look like the first 30, 35 or so recruits top recruits they've had all the time, shit, damn near half of them come from him. You know what I'm saying? So he had the talent, but was a UCLA talent. Say UCLA, we made those 3 Final Fours. Okay, you had, like I said, Russell Westbrook, first ballot Hall of Famer. Got Kevin Love. Okay, he gonna go to the Hall of Fame. Don't let what you're seeing right now from Kevin Love. Don't even let the Bron years, cause people love to besmirch Kevin Love for his Bron years. That man sacrificed a lot of his game to play a role to help them make all them finals and to win them one. Okay, this man used to get you 20 and 14, numerous time All-Star, and has a championship. This motherfucker going to the Hall of Fame. Darren Collison was solid in the league. Aaron Aflalo was solid in the league. Mbah Mute, Jordan Farmer. These guys were solid role players in the NBA. Ryan Hollins played 10 years in the league. Like, he didn't have guys like on two-way contracts and all that kind of shit. He had either Hall of Famers or guys who gonna go on and play 10 years in the league out there. That's how he was able to get there. But he couldn't coach him to the title. Couldn't coach him to the title. Okay. So we'll see what's next up there in state. I know they just got the guy from New Mexico State. I don't know much about him. Okay. But I know people up there love some basketball. You know what I'm saying? I had the privilege to go to some events up there during my coaching days up there in Northeast Mississippi. That's a basketball haven up there. People love some ball. Okay, they got good girls basketball on the high school level. They got good boys basketball on the high school level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they want to see the men's program, do what some of these other programs are doing in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, Kentucky is the darling. And shit, it'll probably always be that way. That's a blue blood program. You know what I'm saying? But you see some of these other programs that have risen over these years and shit like that, like Auburn or Arkansas right now is, they just lost to Duke in the tournament. You know what I'm saying? But Arkansas has some pedigree going back to Nolan Richardson and stuff like that. But hell, if Arkansas can do it, if Auburn can do it, hell, Mississippi State can do it. We've seen it with the women's team. Shit, women's team went to national title game. If I'm not mistaken, went to 2 national title games. You know what I'm saying? They had Victoria Vivians. You know what I'm talking about? I forget the cold ass little short girl. Oh, that girl's so cold. Me and my wife just love her. But we saw it with the women's team. It could be done there. He got the players in. Got to play. If you can get a number 10 recruiting class at Mississippi State, you should have contended with that team for an SEC title. That's all I'm saying. He can recruit, but he couldn't coach up there. And that's just my thoughts on it. Put it on some. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.